Good morning, everybody. This Buddy's Backyard Garden. This is an update for the Dig for Victory project that I'm working on during the coronavirus. I figure I'd give you a little update on all the how things are growing. A lot of stuff's booming out of the ground. I'll start over here in that blue pot there. That's cauliflower. Right next to it is cabbages. I'm going to walk up here a little bit. I've got some tomato plants put in there. I thought they'd be growing a little slower than they are, but it's really kicking up. There might be some competition between those two, but I wanted to have a succession crop, and I might have overdone it. This bed's growing a little bit slower. There's a little bit less peat moss over here. Same kind of thing. These are my broccoli plants, are the wide leaf ones. There's some tomatoes interspersed in there. And also I've got a planting of marigolds on the outside. They're pest control and just because it looks nice. I'll turn you around here. This little bed is coming up nice. These plants here are bean plants. I just planted those maybe 6 or 7 days ago. The bean plants are coming up out of the ground. Pretty widespread. In the middle there is sunflowers. That's these babies right there. Again, I've planted some tomato plants, but they don't seem to be coming up so good here. I don't know if they like the soil as I have them planted. This is a new bed, so the available nitrogen might not be as high, and this is just compost from the that I picked up and filled a lot of these beds with, so it might need a lot more mending, and it might be too rich for them. So we shall see how this all turns out. Similar situation over here. In this blue barrel I have beets seeds. You can see where the bean plants are coming up out of the ground real good. Some of my herbs are starting to come up in my little pots. I believe this is going to be basil. There are mixed herbs over in this one. I believe this is, I think it's sage in there. I'll see when it all comes up. And there's some chives and some more basil in this one. I've got a few radish plants that started to come up. Planted those by seed. Now this box over here, everything in here, let me go around this way, was planted from seed. I planted tomatoes inside over a month ago, and they kind of got too leggy, so I stuck them in the ground because I figured I had to, and darned if I'm not already getting some flowers on here. We should have some tomatoes here. I'm going to have to stake these up here in a minute. They're kicking. So I'm pleased with that. Very pleased. Though for some reason the ones on the outside, for whatever reason, are not doing as well. These are my countertop onions that started sprouting on me, so I divided them up and stuck them in the ground. Also, I have a green onion here that I cut the bottom off and stuck it in the ground so that it can regrow. I also have some bean plants. These are coming up a little slower. Some interspaced bean plants. They're not going to rob anything from the tomato plants. They make their own nitrogen, so that shouldn't be a problem. So that's the side yard garden. I still have plenty of tomato transplants. I have to dig some more beds and put those out, or see if any of my neighbors need them. You know, my one next door neighbor took a couple, and I've sold a few. I'm probably going to sell a few more. I mean, they're ready to go. You stick them in the ground, there's going to be tomatoes shooting out all over the place. And here's some seedlings I planted the other day. This is, I believe this is cherry tomatoes here. I didn't mark them properly. Mark your plants so you know what things are. Cherry tomatoes and I think lettuce over on this side hasn't come up yet. And this one I did mark. This is going to be eggplant. And also a row of yellow and red peppers. I actually marked this one on top. I wrote right on the top. So that's my my update for now. There's probably going to be another update because I'm digging a few more beds in the back where the main crop is going to be. I'm going to try to get some bigger plants back there, like some squash and zucchini and things that'll fill up your stomach a little bit more. I'm not really sure how this food is going to hold out with the corona thing. Also, I'm going to give you a quick update while I'm standing here and my finger's in the way to my grapevines. I inherited these. I don't know what kind of grapes they are. I might not like them, but we shall see. All right, thanks, guys. See you later.